every year. We cannot also forget the regional arrangement that he has that has ensured the production of Lagos program backed by a proposed 500 billion offtake guarantee funds. Today is taking it a step higher with the food and what we call the middle level markets. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to invite the award-winning, our own Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, for his keynote address and formal launch of this program.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. Nígbà tí Vino de kọ́ dáadáa tá gbọ́ down. Èmi ò ṣe bàbá yín ni. Nígbà tó kọ́ tọmọ yín microphone wà. Thank you very much. Please let's give them a big round of applause. We're thankful that we can come to Agege city, that Vinod and his people are turning into a mega city. Well done, thank you very much. Madam First Lady, my amiable wife, Dr. Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, thank you very much. You actually look green, and all the leaves and the vegetation. Mr. Deputy Governor and the governorship candidate of our party, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat, and of course, your running mate, who has been working tirelessly with you on the trail, Princess Damilola Senayo James, the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Muda Ashiro Obasa, okay, Soroko Tuntuni, is here ably represented. I understand he's bereaved. Our condolences to him. Members, the representative of Agege Federal Constituency and a very loyal and dedicated party man, Dr. Wale Ahmed, member of the House of Rep, thank you very much. Members of the State Executive Council, especially the Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Ms. Bisola Olusoya. Please let's give her a big round of applause. Today is one of our happiest days, I'm told. The body of Permanent Secretary, thank you very much for all the great work we're doing. Members of the Diplomatic Corps that are here, thank you very much. The Chair of Chair and other chairmen of our local government that are here, especially the one from Agege, Venod Obasa, thank you very much. Members of our party, especially the chairman of our party, Pastor Kolini Osojelabi, members of the Governor's Advisory Council that are here, thank you very much, sirs. All of our party faithfuls, leadership of the party that are here, thank you. Our royal institution from the Kabiyesi Olowo himself, here ably represented. And we have Kabiyesi, the Olu of Agege, who have also spoken here this evening. Kabiyesi, thank you very much. The Oniru of Iruland here also represented. And the Alailo of Orile Agege, Gbogboyin Lakio, Eshegoni, thank you very, very much. All other top government functionaries that are here, general managers and heads of agencies, our market women, our market men, that are here in Oloja Eshegonio, this is for you. Thank you. Oh yes. CDC, CDA, council women that are here, I can see you as well. Thank you very much. All our youth and our party faithfuls that are here, thank you very, very much. All of you have turned out here in large number. After this event, we're going to go into the real arena, and they've said to us that while some will be cheap, that we still need to patronize and see the activation of the market here this afternoon. Distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, They say that every great city in human history have been compelled to answer one question before all others. How shall we feed our people? Every great city have that challenge. How shall we feed our people? The Romans answered it with grains fleet upon the sea. The Londoners answered it with railways and with cold stores. The parishioners answered it with all of their massive food chains that they have. But today, here in Agege, Lagos continues to write our own answer boldly, deliberately, and in concrete and still. So let no one mistake what we have gathered here to commission. The middle-level agro-produce hub is not just another market, and it's far from more than another piece of infrastructure. It is a working capital as one of the most ambitious undertaking of our administration. We knew from the get-go that we don't have the size of the land, we don't have the ability to truly produce what our people will feed on and will eat on. But the complete transformation of the systems by which a mega city of getting close to 25 million people will be fed, you know that it has to be an idea and a conversation that is very serious. So why does this matter so profoundly? Because food is not one sector amongst many. Food touches every household in the state, every single day. Food, they say, it shapes the cost of living and the welfare of family. The health of our children is dependent on how healthy they are, and the productivity of our workforce is also dependent on how we can give them food at affordable and achievable rates. The competitiveness of any business and ultimately the stability of every society. Food security is, in fact, turning to like a normal war security. It's becoming an important conversation that every great leader needs to take frontally. A city like this that cannot feed itself reliably cannot plan confidently. So we need to have a system where we can feed our people so that we can plan for our people. And a city that cannot plan, they say it cannot prosper. That is why we have placed food security not at the margin of development, but as a critical agenda and at the very heart of it. Consider the arithmetics of our situation. Lagos is Nigeria's largest food market, a food economy conservatively that is valued at over 16 trillion, and it's still growing. Yet, over 75% of the food we consume is produced outside our borders. It travels hundreds of kilometers through fragmented supply chains before it reaches our market. Calculating the cost of transport, suffering avoidably post-harvest losses, which you've shown, which is at some time it could get to as high as 40–50%, and they are exposed to poor storage facility. We've seen supply disruption. We've seen heavy price volatility at various turns. And for too long, this fragmented was being accepted as our fate. You know, it's easy for us to accept our fate and say that, yes, so everybody knows that we're the smallest landmass in the country. We're tiny, like just less than 0.5%, and where 1/3 of it is water, and so we cannot produce it, and we can just reduce or retire ourselves to fate and just hold as in we're hopeless people and say that we don't have any control over it. But this government said no. And so, in the year 2021, we launched the Lagos State Food Systems Roadmap, a strategic framework that gave back to our food systems transformation agenda. We were guided by the truth that is simple to state, but demanding to live by. Feeding Lagos is not a production challenge alone. It is a systems challenge. It is not enough to grow more food. We must aggregate it better. We must move it faster. We must store those food better. We must process those food better, and we must be able to finance them better. We must regulate better, and we must trade better. So the transformation had to run through an entire value chain. From the farm gate in Nasarawa or in Taraba or in Kogi or in Osun State, through the various aggregation, through very heavy logistics processing and storage, to the market store, and finally to the table that you and I feed on. This journey has unfolded like a relay. Each stage has demanded its own intervention. It is its own investment and its own form of leadership, and each phase has been built faithfully upon one before it, including the important agricultural foundation which has been laid by previous administration, which we have also consistently integrated into a more comprehensive food systems architecture. Today, that baton arrives in the great city of Agege. At the summit of this architecture stands the Lagos Central Food Systems and the Logistics Hub in faraway Ketu-Erinyu in Ekpe, the flagship food infrastructure project of this administration. We say boldly that we were very audacious, we were very intentional about that project, and I'm happy that that project is becoming a reality that will be completed very, very soon. This infrastructure will be equipped with modern cold and dry storage, processing and repackaging center, quality control, laboratories, warehouses, logistics bay, digital trading platform. It is designed to become the largest food logistics hub in the entire sub-Saharan Africa. It is capable of serving more than 1,500 food trucks daily and handling over 1.5 million metric tons of food every year. I'm pleased to report that the work at Ketu-Erinyu is at very, very advanced stage, and the hub will be commissioned before the end of his administration. Don't worry, when Femi comes back, there's another phase 2 that he will continue and he will continue and he will continue. The land is there for him. But a food system like the human body needs more than a strong heart. It needs arteries. It needs a place that it has to reach. It needs limb. No single facility, however vast or sophisticated, can serve the daily food needs of a mega city of our size. That is why we have conceived a network of middle-level agro-produce hubs, beginning with fresh food hubs in Mushin, which we commissioned a couple of years ago, and early this year, we commissioned the fresh food hub in Agege, Agege. Earlier this year, today, these hubs have shortened supply chain. It has stripped away unnecessary layers of intermediaries. It has improved produce handling, and it has bring order and efficiencies to food distribution. And the evidence is no longer a matter of promise. It is a matter of record. It is how fast can we move to be able to deliver on them. And so since its commissioning, the fresh food hub in Mushin has recorded transactions that is over 5 billion across 228 market days and more than 850 registered vendors and over 7,000 direct and indirect jobs that have been created only in Mushin. Well-designed market infrastructure does far more than provide a place to sell food. It lifts farmers, it improves their income, it cuts post-harvest losses, it creates employment, and it strengthens local economy. Today, with great pride, we are adding Agege to that network. This hub is strategically positioned to serve Agege and its neighboring communities while reinforcing the wider food distribution network of our state. It embodies our conviction that modern food infrastructure must be brought close to the people, to the very communities where Lagosians, where they buy, where they sell, and where they transact their eating transactions every day. To the traders, the farmers, the aggregators, the geologers who will work within these walls. This facility was built for you, and its success now rests in your hand. Yet, we have always understood that infrastructure alone is only part of the question. Brick and mortar like this tell us where food will move. They do not tell us who will produce it or how production will be financed, how less it will be reduced, how quality will be guaranteed, or how farmers will earn reliable return. These are the strategic questions upon which a food security truly turns, and we have set out methodologically to answer every of them. In July 2025, we launched the Produce for Lagos program, which was backed, you saw at that event, by 500 billion offtake guaranteed fund, one of the largest schemes of its kind anywhere in this country. Produce for Lagos represents a fundamental shift from the supply-driven to a demand-driven agricultural model. Farmers within Lagos and across our various partner states, we've identified Taraba, we've identified Kogi, we've identified Nasarawa, we've identified Niger, Kogi, we've identified Osun as some of our partner states. They no longer need to produce with uncertainty, hoping that the buyer will appear or show up. They do now need to produce against an organized, guaranteed demand from the Lagos market. And so in one stroke, this confronts the two chronic afflictions of the Nigerian farmer: financing and market access. We believe this will reduce their distressed sales, it will improve their income, and it will unlock fresh investment across the agricultural value chain. For a food system to endure, every actor within it must be able to act within confidence. The farmer must know that there's a market for what is being produced. I think that is important. So if you're in Kogi or if you're in, there's a market for what you have been produced. The processor must know that the raw materials will arrive. The logistics operator must know that the network can move goods efficiently and effectively. And the consumer must know that the food will eventually reach its table. And so wholesome and affordably, it must be able to reach its table. Today, every farmer producing for Lagos market can hold that confidence. And because a modern food system ultimately runs on trust, we have merged infrastructure with regulation. Through the Lagos Food Standards and the Lagos Food Security and Safety Law, which I must thank the House of Assembly that they will eventually pass for us, what we're doing is that we're institutionalizing the rules that govern how food is procured, how it's handled, how it's transported, and how it's delivered to our customers. We're embedding quality assurance. We're ensuring that we can trace where they're coming from, and we can also ensure responsible procurement across the entire value chain. Food security and food safety must advance from hand to hand. In protecting the consumer at the end of the day, we're also creating what investors will price above all of this: a predictable, transparent, and investable environment for every participant in that value chain. And so what we're trying to say is that this entire value chain has different components, and everybody in that value chain must be assured of predictability, of profitability, and traceability, so that in the entire chain, the next person knows where his money is going to come from, and he has an idea of what market is talking about there. And so, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to say something rarely said at commissioning ceremonies. Concrete does not feed a city, and I've said it and I'll say it over and over again. The true worth of what we're built will only be realized when it functions as a living, breathing system. When the central hub in Ekpe, the middle-level market like the one we're opening here, and the largest food chain fleet in Nigeria, the offtake guarantee fund, the rice mill in Imota, and our regulatory institutions all operate as a single coherent ecosystem that are connecting farm to market. After Agege, I think it's important for me to mention that the construction we're having at Okwebi has gone to advanced stage. They are all different shapes, but I think it's about this size. We're also building one in Bombata in Lagos Island. Hello to the islanders. We're going to Ikorodu. We're building one in Ikorodu as well. We're going to Festa, but we didn't find enough land in Festa, so we'll go to Apapa, and we're building one in Apapa. I hear that my Badagry people are complaining that we need to come to Badagry, so give us land so that we can also get to Badagry. But the main hub is in Ekpe already. Alara is looking at me. The hub is in Ekpe already. So you don't have anywhere to go to. So from your own, from the hub in Ekpe, you just go to your various market. So you can see that there is no part of the state that is being left behind. Construction is at advanced stage in Lagos Island, in Okpebi, in Apapa, in Ikorodu, and like I said, we're still going to Badagry. So everybody will have a similar and respected of real infrastructure that are being built. That is precisely the phase Lagos is now entering. From construction to operation, from projects to a system, from promise to performance. Our long-term objective is unambiguous. We want to have a structured, modern food hub in almost every local government of a state, so that no community is left outside in the network of what we're building. Construction is steadily, like I said, in a lot of other areas of the state. And because systems are only as strong as the people who intend will run them, our investment in infrastructure have been matched by investment in human capital capacity. Under our administration, over 120 farmers and fishermen have been trained in modern agricultural practices. In fact, as we're speaking, about 28 farmers in different fields are in China also learning new and more improved agric and agricultural, in fact, 28 of them, all from Lagos, are in China with our Chinese partners, and they are learning just so that they can come back and they can replicate what they are learning there. And so through the Lagos Agripreneur Program, more than 4,000 young people have been equipped to build careers in modern agriculture. It has transformed from just job seekers to job creators. The Lagos Agric School Program is kindling a love of agric among our students in over our 440 secondary schools across the state. So we're taking it to the schools as well. We're ensuring that we can create a future for them, knowing fully well that millionaires and billionaires can come out of being an agricultural entrepreneur. The Lagos State Butchers Academy is also raising a new generation of butchers in hygienic, modern meat processing, modern restoring value chain that will give them long undervalued profession. We want dignity to be in all of these professions. We want our butchers to be well kitted, for them to work in more hygienic environment, and for them to be proud of their profession and the work they do. At the Lagos Rice Mill in Imota, the largest, we say, in Africa, we've produced over 280,000 50 kg bags of rice in the last 1 year alone, including the newly launched eco-fortified rice. We're enriching, that all our rice with vitamin minerals to combat malnutrition, especially among our children. So our ambition is not just about infrastructure. Ambition is about ensuring that we can feed our population, we can feed ourselves. And with the right set of investment, with the right technology, with the right financing mechanism, and with the right market structure, the very element of why we're here today, with the right market structure, Lagos can become not merely a great consumer of food, but a significant producer, processor, enabler, distributor, and in time, exporter of fish, poultry, vegetables, and other agricultural commodities. With the hub, part of the plan of the hub is that we will now have processing plants all around them, so that what they bring in, if it is above our demand, it goes to the processing plant, and the processing plant, we're also not far from the port. We can eventually also now export them. So we're thinking ahead, not just to meet local production, not just to hit what we require, but also to be able to export to other parts of the world. And so the question before us has never been whether there is a market. It's never about whether there is a market. We know, with a population of our size, there will always be a market. And so the question, or the true question, is whether we can build a system that is worthy of that population. And so just think about it. The question is not whether there is a market. The question truly is that do we have the audacity, do you have the presence of mind to build a system that will fit that market? Today is a further proof that we can and we will. And that's why we've brought this here today. I must also be honest with you, as I've also sought to be. As this facility moves from launch to operation, there certainly will be a few teaching challenges. There will always be. Our responsibility as a government, as operators and users alike, is to identify very quickly what are those challenges and resolve them decisively, so that we can keep improving on our system until the very intent, the dividend of our investment, they reach every Lagosians that we have. Because you know what we promise you in this year's budget? We promise you a budget of shared prosperity. It is that shared prosperity that we have brought here again to Agege. And we know that government cannot do it alone. We need the private sector, we need the farmers, we obviously need the financial institutions, we need the geologists and the biologists, we need the CDCs and the CDAs, we need logistics operators, we need traders, we need technology providers, we need development partners, and we need our communities. All of us are certainly indispensable, and we all have a role to play. The food systems of Lagos will stand upon the strength of this partnership, and it has to be a real working partnership. Distinguished guests, we do not conceive this agenda as a mere economic project. We conceive it as a strategic legacy, a covenant with generations of Lagos that are coming behind us. And when history reads its account, the measure of what we have built will not be just a tonnage of concrete or a span of warehouses. It will be that the farmers who earn a fairer and a better price. It will be that trader whose entrepreneurship grew within these walls. It will be that child that have been able to give a nourished and a fortified meal. The farmer or the family whose food bill continues to reduce and they continue to have a need for it. Is that investor whose confidence in Lagos continues to be rewarded. And this great, striving, and irrepressible city is able to at least look to its future and know that it will be fed. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I think it's an honor to be standing here in front of you to say that we believe that some of these audacious plans that we created several years ago are becoming reality right on our very eye. That's why I want to thank our partners, Mrs. Origin, and all other collaborators on this journey. That's why we need to congratulate and thank the Ministry of Agriculture and Food System. We didn't just call them Ministry of Agriculture. We call them Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems, because we understand that they will go beyond just agriculture. They will create infrastructure and they will build a system that will be enduring and that will work after them. And so I formally commissioned the middle-level agro-produce hub here in Agege for the use and for the benefit of the people of Lagos State. May this hub bring prosperity to the traders who will work here, brings better price to the farmers who will supply it, and fresh and safe and affordable food every family that it will serve. God bless you. God bless Lagos State. Agege Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day.
Naijani be, alaye lo asheshe. Oh, tori ekolele, wani ekola. Oh, kami bekolele, I say ekola. Oko ekolele, wani ekola. Wani information ekolele. Oh no, ekola. I want more boys, from information. They enter the club. Give them a part and she them a part. Oh, we need coco, hustle, hustle, yo. Yeah, yo, ekolele, ekola, kami ekolele, I say ekola, ekolele, money ekola, money information ekolele, oh no, ekola, eko akete. Naijani be, alaye lo asheshe. Oh, tori ekolele, wani ekola. Oh, kami bekolele, I say ekola. Oko ekolele, wani ekola. Wani information ekolele, oh no, ekola. I want more boys, from information. They enter the club. Give them a part and she them a part. Oh, we need coco, hustle, hustle, yo. Yeah, yo, ekolele, ekola, kami bekolele, I say ekola, ekolele, money ekola, money information ekolele, oh no, ekola.
Thank you, gentlemen of the press. Therefore, my honor, to the glory of God, and to the benefit of mankind, the entire Agege community, right next to the Agege Pen Cinema Bridge. You can see that Agege is talking to Little London. The whole place is having a new, bright view, and we're happy that this food, middle-level market, fresh food hub, and are done right in the center of Agege. I'm very impressed, very clean. I must commend the local government, all the work they're doing, you can see. And so, to the glory of God, and to the benefit of mankind, we hereby now officially commission and hand over this impressive hub, the fresh food hub, it's the middle level market here in Agege, for the people and the benefit of our citizens. Thank you very much.
Go back.
Sorry. Built by Lagos State government as part of the Lagos system transformation the governor. Thank you very much. Thank you.
let's go. Watch your back. Yeah, move. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, let's go. So that picture in my country.
kí ló ń ṣe kọ́kọ́ ń ṣe gidigidi ní ìdí àsìkò ọ̀sẹ̀ ayé rẹ̀.
Oh yeah, let's go.
kí ló máa ń fara tì mí jáde ṣé títì ló ń ṣe ó tì mí nà.
ìwọ náà má tíyàn.
tí wọ́n lọ máa sọ pé máa ṣiṣẹ́ ilé ìwé.
Yeah, let's go.
Agbára yín pọ̀ o. So bá fẹ́ snap o snap now.
Hello, please. Ben, about
500 packages. We'll give you a discount of 200 naira.
Naija ni gbé. Aláyé lọ àṣẹṣe. Torí Èkó lélẹ̀, wọ́n ní Èkó làwọ̀ o. Àkànbí ń gbé Èkó lélẹ̀, àṣẹ Èkó làwọ̀ o. Kókò Èkó lélẹ̀, wọ́n ní Èkó làwọ̀ o. Wọ́n ní information Èkó lélẹ̀, lọ́dà Èkó làwọ̀ o. Àwọn ọmọ boys, form formation, they enter the club, not to give them a attention. Owó ní kókó, hustle hustle mi o. Èkó lélẹ̀, wọ́n Èkó làwọ̀ o. Àkànbí ń gbé Èkó lélẹ̀, àṣẹ Èkó làwọ̀ o.
Yeah, we're together. Let's put your hands together.